Hello everyone, thanks for finding my channel, Arcadia Collective. I try to read the energies that are in the collective and tell the stories that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if one sounds like it's for you, but then the next message doesn't, then leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. So I hope I find everyone well. I hope everyone got through the eclipse cycle intact. The one that hit in Libra earlier last month was the one that really did me dirty. Man, I slept for a week. It was terrible. I was achy. I felt like I had a fight with a truck. So I hope everybody got through that okay. We're going to read the general energies. We're not going to do any of the astrology today. We're just going to do some tarot, and we're going to use the DIY deck like I have been liking to use. I actually like the way they're starting to lay out. So the DIY deck I created, it's just random questions. It's for people who come to a reading and they're like, well, I really don't know what I want to ask. I just want something general. So that's what these are. And I'll lay them out in 5 and then we'll read from there. Okay? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sometimes I put one in the middle. We'll do this one in the middle. That one is potential rewards. I love that. Okay. So up on the crowning, we've got what about the situation can be trusted. I actually think that came out another time. The present, that came out the other day too. Your path, your motivations, and the biggest challenge. And in the middle are the potential rewards. So, I don't know if you can hear that music. It's loud as F for me, but I don't know if it's picking it up. But I am going to turn it down a little. All you have to hear is my voice. I need a little bit more. Okay. So we are, what was I going to start with? Oh, maybe I'll do these at the end for fun. I have my theme deck out too, so I might do that at the end for fun. We'll start with the fairies. Fairies bring us 4D energy. So we're in the three dimension. We're in the third dimension. And spirit operates from the fifth and up. But in between that, there's the fairy realm, which is a little bit above us, but a little bit below the divine. So in the 4D is where the fairies reign. And sometimes that energy comes through before the 5D energy comes to us. Everything's pre-shuffled. I'm just going to wake them up. Hello, fairies. Oh, we got two. No, I'm not taking it. You're jumping too quick, fairies. You gotta listen. So we're gonna do, what about this situation can be trusted, fairies? What about the collective situation can be trusted? We have the Piper. Okay, the Piper always gives me the feeling of being led astray, but being happy about it. I hear that Follow Me song by Uncle Cracker when he plays. Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. How does that go? Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. That's what he says. What can be trusted? We don't know if we can trust. We can trust that he's in the energy, but we can't trust what his motivations are. There's something in the energy that wants to lead you. This says music, harmony, empathy, order. These are all written so tiny I can barely see them. So he is the Pied Piper. Come follow me. He's playing a song that our souls want to follow. So maybe there's something in the collective that you really want to follow, you want to go to, you want to try. And it's calling you. And that's what can be trusted. That inner calling is what can be trusted. That comes right from source. So in the present, fairies, what energy is in the present here? Is that too broad? No. Oh, okay. How about the situation at present? What is the situation at present? Okay. What is the situation at... No, I can only take one. I'll take the one that flipped. And it is Key of the Fiery Sword. So it's the Ace of Swords. This is truth incarnate. This is the Ace of Swords, Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth, any kind of thing you can think. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I tend to think of the fairy energies as higher than that. So even though they can embody those traits, I don't actually assign them to anything. But Ace of Swords, the Fiery Sword, is traditionally thought of as air energy, thought, information, inspiration, knowledge, that spark. Aha! Oh my God, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's the sword of truth. That's in the present. We're being faced with truths, whether that's easy truths or hard truths. We'll probably find out later. So right now, what about the situation can be trusted? We can trust the calling. Okay, we can trust the feeling of wanting to be led to something else. The present situation is us dealing with that truth that we want to be something else or somewhere else or do something else, or something is going to be illuminated to us that we should be on a different path. Okay, we'll do here, Your Path. This is the Your Path card. What can we expect from this new path? Well, some of us will pick a new path. Some of us will pick to strengthen the path that we're on. So let's get the energy of the path. We have, it'll be the Retriever. This is bringing energy back from something in the past. This is like Six of Cups energy, kind of. It's not necessarily a person. It could be old responsibilities, old obligations. It could be old information that we forgot about. It could be, let's see what the card says. A busybody. Okay. Retrieval of lost hope, dreams, and keys for the future. Okay, so yeah, on your path, you might have to revert back around to something that you tried to maybe put away, something that was it had to be abandoned in the past. This might come up again. We've got 41 here. That's a 5. That's change. So something from the past is coming back, but this feels good. Like Ilby always felt positive. I mean, he looks a little sad and forlorn, but to me it feels like I'm late. I got the thing, but I'm late and I'm sorry, but I'm here. Can I help? Can I bring this to anybody? Yeah, it's bringing something back from the past. Retrieval of yeah, it's something positive. Lost hope, dreams, and keys for the future. So that's very important. Something that will help us in the new path is something that we forgot or abandoned in the past. It could be like a coworker who has an in for a new job, or it could be classes you forgot you took. I mean, how could you do that, right? But it happens. Like I was having a discussion with somebody on college classes, and they're like, "Yeah, I had to take this, and this," and it occurred to me that when I was in college, I took philosophy, and I was like, I can't remember anything about that philosophy class except they used a soda machine to describe Descartes, and I have no idea. You know what I mean? It's like something in the past is going to come in useful on the new path. Okay? So let's see we'll do motivations next. What are your motivations? What is the motivations of the collective taking this new path? We have, oh, I don't do reversals, but that seemed intentional. So we've got the Bodacious Bodak. He is a meddler energy. I feel like the motivation here is, well, because he came out upside down, and usually I don't read reversals. I have all the cards set so that they're upright, but it'll be, Bodak came out reversed. Um, he is a pest, a saboteur, a temporary. He tries to fix things, but he always ends up breaking them. Okay, so maybe your motivation from the past is like, I gave this a try and it didn't work because there were little things involved that just weren't right at the time, you know? Um, he came out reversed, so his energy is reduced. So maybe the motivation here is whatever was meddling in the past is now clearing. Okay, whatever was the obstacle, whatever was the sabotage, whatever was, I mean, we can sabotage ourselves too, and that's probably 90% of why so many things don't get done is because we do it to ourselves. And that is reversed. So this energy is muted at best right now. Muted for now. I think the motivation here is that whatever was that obstacle in the past is now subdued. And now we feel like we can move forward. The biggest challenge, that's a good card for this. What is the biggest challenge in the collective on moving on this new path? Fairies. Oop, nope, that's too many, but I'll take the one that fell on top of it. Biggest challenge is the spirit dancer. Explore, experiment, express, and share. I'm interpreting this as the biggest challenge is actually just finding the freedom to do it. This is a card of freedom and release, releasing yourself from. Look at her. She's about to yeet herself and she doesn't know where she's going. It's like, think of those paragliders. Not the ones that jump from planes or balloons, the ones that jump from mountains and then fly through clouds. And you jump off that mountain into a bank of clouds, you don't know where you're landing. You do, but in the moment you don't. It's the exhilaration of not knowing. You can't see, you can only feel what's around, what's on you. Like you can only feel the wind and the clouds and the moisture and everything. But and you kind of know what's underneath. You know the landing zone you're trying to aim towards. There's going to be people there to meet you when you get there. But we can't see shit when we jump. We know where we're trying to go. We know kind of how to fly, the wings and everything. But this is the energy to me of I can't see where I'm going, but I trust that I'm going in the right direction, and I'm gonna just jump. See, she's like, what? I'm gonna go for it. That's the biggest challenge because nothing is secure right now, and I try not to go into like political stuff, but we can't deny that it's a very prominent feature in our plannings of the future. Right now is this political climate. and what kind of services are going to be there for us or not, what kind of freedom, what kind of opportunity, what kind of rights and responsibilities. Everything's up in the air right now. So that's the biggest challenge, is actually finding the opportunity to take that jump. And in the middle here, we've got potential rewards. Fairies, just give me something good. don't don't be like that. They like to be mischievous, but I want something positive here. I'm sure we all do, and we all kind of need it. So give me the potential rewards. Death. Okay. It's a heavy energy, but well, let's talk about it. A natural ending that's irrevocable. Okay? Change, inner and outer. That's our reward. I know it's scary. Look, it's shrouded. You don't know what's underneath it. What is it carrying? A rock? A world? A sphere? I have terrible eyesight. Let's see if I can. So, I mean, yeah, it's scary, but it's on the reward spot. The reward is a transformation. Death to the old, birth to the new, make it positive. That's our reward. Our reward for all this hard work is it's actually going to work. There is going to be a beautiful revolution that we can create for ourselves. But we have to not be afraid of the death card. We have to not be afraid of letting old shit die. Okay? Think of it like this is how I used to describe getting away from a narcissist. Okay? Think of your life as a garden, and you're planting and you're trying to cultivate, and you have these beautiful ideas of what kind of garden you want. That's the life you choose, what kind of garden. But there's weeds everywhere. And those are the people in your life that take from you. And they don't give anything in return. And they're it's so difficult to describe this. It's the ones that say, why would you want to put your roses over there? The ones that are like, why would you want to go to that school? It would take you too far away from me and you couldn't help me anymore. It's stuff like that. That's what narcissists are like. And even worse. But for the sake of the example with the garden, anything in that garden that's going to choke out what you're planting needs to be removed. And when you pull weeds that have been in that ground for decades, it's violent. It's you leave gigantic holes in the earth, It uproots things. That's the point. But all the weeds that are pulled look like the victims here. They're going to feel like the victims. You pulled me out of where I was living or whatever. And those things that we pull out of our life is going to leave gaping holes at first, just like pulling weeds from the garden. But if you had left them there, the point of weeds is to take over everything, to get their roots in every spot they can in your life, because that drains you and uses your energy for their growth. But if you let that keep going, that garden's going to die. That life will have done nothing except feed the weeds in it. So once we clear, and that's the death that these things are going to have to go through. You're going to have to pull all that shit out and let it die. And then you're going to look at your life and see all the gaping holes. And you're going to think that it's a tragedy. You're going to feel empty. You're going to feel hurt because all those holes in your life are holes in your heart. And how do you heal from that? By planting in those holes the things that you want your garden to thrive with. I don't know if that came out right. You get the point? That's what death is. Pulling all that shit. Let it die. Let it make room. Death clears the slate so that you can plant more things. That's the reward. A clear yard with all these opportunities to plant in those holes that used to have weeds that were not working for you. They were working against you. They were taking your energy, taking your money, taking your sanity, taking your health. That's what all that does. Put death to that. That's your reward. You get to clean house. Okay? And have that new beginning afterwards. Everyone always forgets that. Oh my God, death. It's so creepy. It's so scary. Yes, in a way, because it's the end of what we know. And what we know is our reality. That's all our reality is what we know. We put death to that, we're jumping into the unknown. Just like Spirit Dancer. We're yeeting ourselves off the mountain into the clouds. Sign of the cross, hope for the best, you know? And the reward for that is having a clean slate to land on. Okay? So we're going to go on. Oh, wait, what's on the bottom here? We've got, oh, hell yeah. We got the Dark Lady. This is the Head Witch. She knows. So we got Dark Lady, Arvel the Parrot, which is, listen, speak true and clearly. Okay. I like this. So the energy of the Dark Lady that's coming through for me today is an inverse of the High Priestess. The High Priestess knows her shit. Sorry for swearing. I swear. I swear. I stutter. I sing poorly. Sometimes it's a hot mess. So Dark Lady, along with Arvel the Parrot, talking about speaking your truth. High Priestess knows what she knows, and she doesn't say what she knows that she knows it because she just knows. That's how I kind of describe it. Like Capricorn energy, where she observes everything but doesn't read. You can't read her face. The only thing on a Capricorn's face is the resting bitch face. Okay, it's the judgment face. And that's kind of what High Priestess energy gives me. It's like she's judging you, but she's not going to say nothing. Dark Lady, she is the same energy of I know what I know because I've been through hell. I have the magic. I know what I know. And Arvel is telling her, all right, speak it. Say it. See his throat chakras lit up and his little antenna are lit up? He's like, ma'am, you are a badass. Don't keep quiet. See, her mouth is closed. And she looks at you with knowing. And her little angel here is like, you might not want to know what she's thinking. But Arvel back here is saying, say it. This is an energy of no longer staying quiet. No, we've been through too much. Dark Lady's a warrior. She's a witch and a warrior. We've been through too much. We're not keeping our mouths shut anymore. And underneath that is the Singer of Transfiguration, another death energy. Transformation, transfiguration. Transformation and transfiguration, I think, are different, though. It's hard to describe why. Like, transfiguration changes one thing to another. But transformation, like, destroys the old and transmutes the energy into something brand new, you know? But it all goes along with the same out with the old, in with the new kind of thing. And Arvel, the parrot, speaking your truth, and Dark Lady comes with inner knowledge. This might be an opportunity to, like, speak some truth that you are an expert at or you know very well. That'll be a distraction to me, so I'll just turn that over. We're going to go on to the Easy Tarot, the Gilded, and we're going to get some 3D answers for this stuff. Everything's already shuffled. I'm just going to wake them up a little bit. Sorry, I know that's loud. That's why I pre-shuffle. All right. What are we doing? The present? Nope. This is the... What can be trusted about the situation? The Piper. So the call. The call can be trusted. So, let's see what area of life we are being called. Spirit, can you elaborate and clarify the Piper on what can be trusted? Clarify and elaborate the Piper, please. What can be trusted here? Oh, that one flew away. Okay, hang on. Inner strength, I think, because we've got Queen of Wands. This is something passionate. This is something ambitious. This is something, I'm going to say egocentric, but not in a bad way. She's not giving me karmic vibes here. She's giving me empowered boss lady vibes. Okay? Let's see. Queen of Wands, she's self-assured, she's energetic, she's ambitious. So that's a quality that can be trusted. Our own passion for this calling. I know that sounds vague, but we'll build on it. We'll keep going and see what else this says. So, in the present, we have the Sword of Truth. He of the Fiery Sword. What is the truth in the present that we're facing, Spirit? Please clarify and elaborate on the Fiery Sword, please. It's too many. Please clarify and elaborate the Fiery Sword in the present. Ooh. Page of Wands. We got a lot of fire energy out here. That's good. That's like that spark that, lighting fire under your ass so you can make these changes. Page of Wands, though, is a little tentative. He knows that he wants to go. This card gives a feeling that, he's kind of looking off with his wand and he's like, I got this idea. I know it's not a sword card and swords are the ideas, but this one's like a goal. These are goals and stuff. So this it's small though. Pages are smaller energy. Now that's not saying they're not powerful energy. It's just saying they're just beginning. Like there's this spark. It's like, I want that. Here's my one wand. That's the want. That's the spark of inspiration to do it. But he's not sure. Like it's uncharted territory to him. So he's going, and he's doing it bravely but tentatively. So we see the truth of what we want, but we're very tentative about moving forward. This is a small kind of, I want to make this first step, but I'm not sure what to do. Let's see. The motivation is now that there's a clearing of the meddling energy we want to do. What can clarify and elaborate the motivations, please, for the collective? But it's going to be money, right? It's going to be money. Right? Ooh. Well, close. I got too many, but the Nine of Pentacles came out with the moon. That's the energy of hold on, I got a song coming through. I don't, gonna make it on my own. It was, I think it was like the theme of a TV show, maybe Alice. Make it on my own. She wants, yeah. But the moon, she wants to keep it quiet. Or there's fear. So let's, no, that's still too many. What are you doing to me? Clarify and elaborate. Removal of the Bodak on motivations, please. That's too many, but I'll take them. They popped out. We got the Tower and the Sun. That's why I'm taking it, because it makes sense. Okay, goes along with the Death card. There's a shakeup. There's a shakeup. Maybe somebody had to really make a shakeup to actually remove these meddling energies. That's what the clearing of the garden was. And now they're all upside down. Like, they're still in the energy, but they're like, they're not fully energized. You know what I mean? So something happened. And what happened? It was the Tower. And then what happened after that? The frickin' Sun. Let me think about this for a second. Remember when I was talking about clearing the garden and how it's traumatic for the weeds that you're pulling? That's the Tower for them. But after that, the Sun is the best. The Sun is the best card, one of the best cards in the tarot. It is absolute blessing from source. That's the sun. Sun shines on you. You're warm. You're content. You can see everything. This also has a zodiac wheel on it. So part of me feels like it took a while for this to happen. It took a while to pull those weeds. It took a while for that tower to hit the things that were your obstacles. Or maybe your energy actually flipped that table. That's the Tower. And the reward after that is the Sun. It's like now you cleared your path. The sun is shining, the path is lit, and it's lit. And now that that negative energy is subdued or, starting to dissipate, there's the Sun. That's your motivation. That's what you want. You want to get rid of the meddling energy, even if you have to burn the bridge to do it, because on the other side, you know what you want. Your motivation is the Sun. That's the best card. So then we'll do the biggest challenge is Spirit Dancer, the jumping to the yeeting of the self. Please clarify and elaborate Spirit Dancer on the biggest challenge. Yeah, because we don't have a lot of leeway to be experimenting with things in our lives right now. Please clarify and elaborate on Spirit Dancer on the biggest challenge, please. Seven of Wands. There's conflict. That's the challenge. That's the biggest challenge, is yeeting ourselves is going to cause this conflict. So in this card, there's a doorway, and he's in front of the doorway, and there's wands all around him. So I'm never sure if this is him coming or going and causing. Like, is he coming in, and now there's this defensiveness in front of him, like he's not allowed? Or is he trying to leave with that one wand, like the Page of Wands here with that one wand? Is he trying to get out of this conflict area with that one wand that he's defending himself with? That's how I sometimes read it. Like, which one are you? Are you coming or going? In both ways, it's going to cause conflict. But that's in the past. It's either that's in the past or it's from the past. Conflict with someone in the past. Because he's on top of Ilby the Retriever. And that's on your path. So in your path, you have to conflict with something from the past. Okay? We're gonna do... Oh, wait. Did I do that wrong? I sure did, didn't I? Let's back up and I'll fix it. Oh, yeah. Yeeting yourself into the void to go after the sun energy for yourself is going to cause conflict. So this is you trying to leave. This is the collective trying to leave the situation that they're in. And people are mad about it. You know what? Be mad. That's what we have to do. I've got my wand, I got my path, I want to yeet. Be mad about it. Hang on, I gotta pick up my card. Let me pause this real quick. If I can find, where is it? Okay, I got it. Man, did you see it yeeted itself off of the table? It just went blam, like right on top of the yeeting. I'm sorry I'm using that word so much. Energy. So let's go on. I'm not getting any particular area of life here yet. This is mostly ambition and drive, passion, something passionate about, something we've had in our minds since a long time. We need to find the strength to actually wipe the slate clean and actually give energy to that so that we can manifest it. Let's see, Ilby. Now we get to Ilby in the path. So this is the stuff from the past. Can you clarify and elaborate, please, Spirit? Ilby the Retriever. We've got a King of Swords here. Let's see. This is a kind of a severe energy for me, the King of Swords. He's intellectual, he's truthful, he's smart, he's caring, but it's very, I don't want to say stagnant, but to me this is the King of Swords is Aquarius. Well, yeah, Aquarius, because I go in order. Like the pages are the younger of the signs, so if it was a Page of Swords, it would be like Gemini energy. If it was the Knight of Swords, that would be Libra energy. But the King of Swords to me is Aquarius energy. So this could be a King of Swords from the past. It could be... I really have to think about this one. This is a person. Wait. Hang on, I gotta listen. Should I mention that? All right. Okay. They want me to mention that these could be people. So something you can trust is a Queen of Wands. So that's fire energy. Queen of Wands would be Sagittarius energy. The King and the Queen I give to the later of the three signs. Page of Wands here. This is Aries energy. It could also be a child. This could be a child in the present where you're coming to the truth that you have to make these changes because there's a child involved. And if you don't clear these weeds and make this change for a better future, the child's going to be affected. Queen of Wands here, untrusted. So this could be a Sagittarius female, or could be in Sagittarius season, which we're heading into now after Scorpio. We're in Scorpio now. After that is Sagittarius. So late November to early December, that area. So Sagittarius women, I've only dealt with a couple in my whole life. That's not one sign that I have a lot of in my energy. Um, I just heard they're wild. They're wild. They'll tell you the truth, and if you're offended by it, that's not their problem. Maybe that's energy you have in your chart. You know, the collective, we've got Page of Wands energy, that's Aries, we've got Sagittarius, Aquarius. Um, Death is Scorpio, but for the fairies, I don't usually assign signs. Sun energy here is Leo, Tower energy again is Scorpio. These all might be energies that are in the astrology for the collective. Um, right now, Chiron is uh, is in Aries. So Chiron is an asteroid that comes into the outer solar system. He's one of the centaurs in mythology, but he was a educated centaur. He wasn't a centaur of that race. He was just born deformed like a horse. So he was educated by Apollo and Artemis. He was a philosopher, a healer, a musician. He was all the big things. But he had an injury. I think it was from Hercules. He struck him on accident with a poisoned arrow, and the poison festered into a wound that would never heal because it was magic, right? Because magic. But because he was the son of Zeus, he was an immortal, so he could never die. So Chiron's placement in our charts represent a wounding in the psyche somewhere that we can't heal for ourselves, so we try to heal it in other people. Right now, Chiron is in Aries, and that's this energy here, the Page of Wands, Aries energy. So there's a whole group of people from the 70s that I'm part of, and a group from the 90s that Gen X millennials are part of that have Chiron in Aries. And it's in Aries right now also. We are dealing with a wounding in that area. Aries represents our first spark of self, our identity, our just who we are. You know, that first spark, there's a wounding there. Um, so maybe that energy also is playing in the present. There's some kind of blockage to our ability to manifest this change for ourselves. And in some people, Chiron and Aries manifests as a deficiency in self-esteem or personal power. There's like, it's not a victim mentality, but it's like kind of a woe is me, nothing ever works out kind of stuff like that. That's in our present. Again, that could also be a child energy that we're considering, our inner child also, because those woundings to our ego, to who we are, usually happen in childhood, or sometimes it can carry over from even in a past life. King of Swords here on in the past, so I mean there could be an Aquarius energy coming back from the past in your path. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we haven't seen yet. That might be up to everybody personally in the collective. Is that a good person to come back, or is it not? It could also be those qualities in ourselves that we left in the past that we need to bring back. Okay? He is very intellectual. He's very discerning. He's no nonsense. He knows who he is. He knows what he wants. Aquarius, though, is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the energy of revolution. It's newness. It's bucking against the old. It's independent. It's very sure of itself, you know? Like that king has been around the block. And he's sitting there looking like, what do you think you could possibly bring in front of me that I haven't seen already? You know, that could be something that we had to push down in the past that we need to allow to come back. Our discernment, our intelligence about a situation. We know what we want, we know what we know, you know? But the biggest challenge is the fact that we're going to have to let go of some things. We've got death in the middle. We've got this guy trying to get the hell out, you know, and fighting his way out. So let's get clarity on death as a reward. This is going to be interesting. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate how death is going to be a reward. Please. And thank you. How is death the reward here? That's too many. Clarify and elaborate. Death is a reward. No, it's not. I'll get my reward in heaven when I'm dead, or I'll sleep when I'm dead. It's not that. I heard you. Okay. We have King of Cups. That's our reward. That's King of Cups. Hello. That's Pisces energy. I don't like to fuck with Pisces men anymore. But it's also the energy of fulfillment. This is a king who is secure. I'm going to say secure in his masculinity. But that's not just a man. We have to be that too, ladies. Okay? We have to be balanced in our masculine energy also. And I think we are. And that's the reason that a lot of men nowadays, I've seen it on numerous things, that men are perturbed, to say the least, right now. Because we're not taking any nonsense anymore. You know, we're coming into our masculine energy, and a lot of them that aren't evolved enough are feeling very threatened. That's too bad. You should have stepped up. You know, if you remember about 2, 3, 4 years ago, women went to war and men went to sleep. That's not us anymore. Now we're in our king energy. So not only is a reward our own stepping into and accepting of our masculine energy, it's the balance of that feminine and masculine. And the men have to do the same thing. And they're a little bit behind. They're a lot of bit behind in finding that femininity in themselves and actually embracing it. There's a lot of fight against that right now. But the reward for this is the death of the old and a pathway to a really fulfilling love. I wasn't intending for this to go towards love, but the cups kind of lead it that way. This has Saturn energy in it, which is kind of, it's restrictive, it's the Saturn is thought of as the taskmaster. It keeps you on task, you know. It keeps you focused. It keeps you grounded. It rules Capricorn. But this king, this is secure love. This is prosperous, fulfilling, easy. That's our reward. I don't see any pentacles, so I'm not seeing like finances here. I mean, this is all passion, knowledge, and then the King of Love right in the middle. That's our reward. How nice is that? It doesn't necessarily have to be a Pisces. Some of them are toxic, but this is an elevated, this is an evolved self. What is it when you can self-actualized, good, stable love. I like that. What's at the bottom here? Oh, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. King of Wands. That's the passionate, fiery king. We've got the intellectual king, the loving king, and the passionate king, all in the energy here. And someone trying like hell to get out the door to try to meet this new king. But there's weeds that have to be pulled, and there's something that needs to be put to death before. Look at before that, none of this happens. Did you see that? Now that we laid it all out, bam, three kings. We three kings coming in hot. Ace of Pentacles, that is a new beginning for finances. The aces are, I look at as luck, because the aces all come from source. And we can't determine when that happens. We can't determine what it is that we get from source, but it is a leg up. It's a lucky find. It's something that maybe we didn't expect. And after that, we've got the Three of Cups, which is just friendly happiness. Underneath that was the Ace of Swords again. That's the truth. So we've got really good energy in the future. We just got to get through the bog of whatever this meddler was, and the fear of making this change, and the fear of what's going to end if I do this. Because we've got a lot of this good energy out here in new people. That's what I'm seeing. New people. There's opportunity here because we've got the Sun and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. But I see a lot of new people coming into the mix that would not have there would not have been room for in the old life. Okay? Now I think we're gonna go to Oda-Mae. Oda. I named her for Whoopi Goldberg's character in the movie Ghost because she's got no chill. So let's see here. Oda-Mae. Last layer. Let's get some clarity on this. What can be trusted? The call and the passion to do it. Who's this Queen of Wands, please? Please elaborate on the Queen of Wands in what can be trusted. That's way too much. What are you doing to me? Elaborate, clarify the Queen of Wands in what can be trusted, please. We've got the World. Okay. Everyone thinks the world and thinks done, done, fin, the end. I mean, I get always from the world a sense of stability, finally stable, because the world keeps turning. There's no end to that. That the world does not say to me this is the end, even though it's the last card of the major arcana. It's the Fool is the beginning, the world is the end. To me, The world keeps turning, so there's really no end to that. But it is surrounded by the four fixed signs, which we have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio is an eagle, and Aquarius. Okay, those are the four fixed signs. That in folklore and mythology, the four fixed signs keep the universe stable. They're the four corners of heaven. They're the four faces of the cherubim. In Bible mythology, I'm sorry if that offends you that I call it that, but that's what I call it. In biblical mythology, when I believe it was Enoch, or is the prophet Enoch, when he was taken to heaven and was privy to see the shape and form of the angels that are around the throne of God, one of them, the cherubim, had four faces. And it was these four faces: a bull, a lion, an eagle, and an angel. Those are the four stable signs of heaven. So, what can be trusted? Stability of your world. That's what can be trusted. So, in all this fear, in the conflict, in the fear of letting go, in the meddler, all after all that, there is a beautiful stability that's possible. We're going to go down here to motivations. The tower and the sun. Hell yeah, set fire to it so we can burn it away and get to the goodness. Can you please clarify and elaborate? The sun and the tower on motivations. Hell yeah. 10 of Cups, that's the motivation. We got the King of Cups here, and we've got the 10 of Cups. That's what we're going for. If it was a 10 of Pentacles, I would say it would be a revolution in our job, our employment, our path to, what do I want to say? Money stuff, but it's not. It's cups. This is emotional fulfillment. This is peace. This is love. This is a stable home. This is contentment. This is companionship. That's what we're going for. That's on the sun. That's on our motivations. We're finally leaving behind this conflicting situation, clearing the dust so that we can go for this on the sun. Okay? But it's only going to come after a tower. Tower, illumination, and fulfillment afterwards. That's in our motivations. Okay, we're going to go over here to the path. We've got a King of Swords on the path from the past. Can you please clarify and elaborate this King of Swords from the past? We got the Queen of Swords, and I will take the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I think I'm going to not take the Queen of Pentacles because that fell out face down. But I'll leave it here. Queen of Swords on the King of Swords. Like, this is a matched pair. So this King of Swords is coming back. What's the word you gave me? Smug? Look at him. Hey. What are you doing? And she's like, no. What do you want? He just wants to talk, and she's like, she's got her sword up. She's not trusting it. No. You're coming back from the past? No. What do you want? State your business. That's funny. And this is his business, apparently. It's that 10 of Cups. So, let's see. We're going to go over here to the present. We've got the Sword of Truth and the Page of Wands. Can you please clarify and elaborate the Page of Wands in the present on the Sword of Truth? All I heard is the truth is, I want that. Because the Page of Wands is very base kind of, I want that energy. Like a kid, you know? Please clarify and elaborate this Page of Wands. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. See? Look at all this good shit, man. All we gotta do is not be afraid of burning what is that when agriculturists they slash and burn so that after the burn the ground is fertile for new planting. That's what this is. Look at that, Ten of Pentacles. In the present, that's what we're going for. You know? Look at him, he's looking at it. I want that. I want that. I'm passionate for that. And Pentacles, now we're getting into the tangible. Pentacles is the only energy in tarot that's tangible. Thoughts, feelings, and ambition, that's all very ephemeral. That's all 5D energy in the imagination, in the ambition. That's you can't feel that. You can't hold that. You can't trade it. You can't spend it. You can't use it to build your future. That's all ephemeral. But the Pentacles is the only one that takes so long because you're pulling from the 5D and actually manifesting something you can hold. So that's why it takes so long. But that's the truth. That's what he wants. The page, this new energy, this new ambition, this new feeling of going for it. That's what it's going for. It's going for the Ten of Pentacles. That's legacy, a stable family, home that's riches that can be passed down. You know, that's stability for generations. That's what you want. That's what everybody wants. This is not worrying about bills. This is not worrying about the kids' college fund. This isn't worrying if the car breaks down. You've got pets here. You've got kids here. You've got a tower in the future. Not like a tower, like a destroyed tower. This is like this looks like a grain solo attached to the house. And there's a archway here, which makes me think that this is a bridge up there. Just gotta cross the bridge. That's the present. This Ten of Pentacles that you want. Now down here to biggest challenge is the Spirit Dancer and the Seven of Wands. Please clarify and elaborate this biggest challenge. Got the High Priestess poking. Ten of Swords, that's an ending, that's good. That's like High Priestess and Ten of Swords is I'm putting an end to this, but I'm not telling anybody. I heard make moves, not announcements. Woo! There we go. What's this? Temperance. Temperance is usually given to Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius, again, has a lot of the Chiron energy because Sagittarius was a centaur. It could possibly represent Chiron as a centaur. He was an alchemist. He was a magician. He was all those things. Temperance is alchemy. Okay? The biggest challenge is actually manifesting this. It's not magician energy. The magician is more fiery manifestation. Like he's got one of everything that he needs and he's going to make it happen. But this is how spirit makes that happen. This is spirit mixing everything together that needs to be done. Hold on, let me listen. This is also healing. Like, and I'm glad we got this because in this whole spread, about tearing things up, about letting things die. There was painfully little healing energy after all that, in order to get to this place where we're actually stable enough spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially in order to have what we want. Now this is also healing energy, because these waters that pass between the cups is the water of source, which is where everything comes from, especially love. Love is the highest frequency, and that can only come from source. So the mixing and meld, he's pouring things back and forth, getting the water levels right, mixing the emotions right, mixing everything that needs to happen correctly, and that takes time. Okay, so we cannot be hard on ourselves if healing from all this takes more time than what the people around us think we should need. That's only our decision. That can only happen when we're ready. And from the looks of it, we are ready to begin that healing. We just have a few things that are clouding us that we need to clear out. But as we're doing that, Spirit is mixing the formula, That's the biggest challenge, is a very kind of waiting energy. Okay? But it is happening. And we can even tap into it as it's still being mixed. We have to start the healing. We cannot wait for the perfect mixture in order to begin. We can begin, and then as things fall into place, we can heal more and more. But we have to start on that path. Otherwise, we'll never meet up with it. Okay? I don't know if that made any sense. And in the middle, we've got King of Cups on potential rewards. Heck yeah. I heard saxophone music. I feel satin sheets, wine. I feel all that good stuff coming in with this King of Cups. Please elaborate on the King of Cups on death. Please elaborate the King of Cups on death. Well, then it would have been reversed. All right, I'm supposed to say that some in the collective might actually be putting an end to a relationship with a King of Cups. And that's your reward. You actually have the go-ahead. You have the stability. You have the final drives. The Queen of Swords here, no nonsense. That sword, she cuts tongues and other things. Hang on, please. Sorry, guys. I had to help my neighbor real quick, and then there was some commotion. Okay. All right. Let's see. Potential rewards. See, I don't like that card, though. All right, we'll do the positive. It's the Three of Pentacles. It's collaboration and cooperation. It's just plain and simple. That's our, And if this is with this King of Cups, that's beautiful. There's going to be something tangible, financial, in this new pairing, I guess. Or just this new King of Cups in the path is going to be somebody who, I mean, maybe you can meet them through work, because the Pentacles does often refer to employment and work, career, but I mean, it's not just that. It can be side gigs, like Maybe there's something that you enjoyed doing that you couldn't do or just were discouraged in doing because it wasn't a big money maker. Well, maybe it wouldn't be a big money maker on your own, but when you move, things will be put in your place, in your path, when you're going the right way, that will help you along your path. And this Three of Pentacles tells me that going along your path and meeting this King of Cups he is going to be part of this new foundation of people that are going to come in. And part of that is going to be opportunity. I'm not saying go for the water sign that's got the best job, okay? That's not what this is. It's the idea that when you're on the right path and the energy's flowing along with this King of Cups will come people who you can collaborate with in order to build this stability. New people. And we saw all these new people coming in after the death card dropped. After that, we had the Sun. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. We've got the 10 of Cups. We've got healing coming. We've got, we've got this King of Swords coming in. It's good rewards. It's very good. So let's see, do I want to get anything else? It's not a love reading, so we're not going to do the love cards. I mean, we can get some ancestors on it. Should we get some ancestors on it? Or should we do... No, we'll do this. We'll do the theme deck. This is the fun deck, okay? Let's see. How do I want to do this? Yeah, we'll just put them on top. All right, give us something fun about this completion. What can be trusted? The completion. Once everything's completed, the world, that's when all this good stuff happens. So we've got Archangel Gabriel, Annunciation. We've got clarity of divine purpose. See? Intercession, miracles. That's him. Is this one Gabriel? No, Gabriel's the announcer. This is the healer. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel. I made these. Please, don't judge the artwork. We've got clarity of divine purpose, intercession, miracles, provider. Okay, see? And that can be one of the kings or us in our king energy as a provider. Direction, companions, escort through the underworld, and dictation of divine will. All right. That's on top of the world card. I mean, you got divine blessings here now, people. There's no reason to keep your life as a garden with weeds in it. There's divine blessing right there. You got Archangel Gabriel leading the way, the announcer. Dun, 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 the trumpet of judgment right there. Okay? All right, let's do the the 10 of Cups here on motivations, please. No, that's too many. What are you doing? We've got the dice. Take a chance, my dude. Roll the dice. Take a chance. Get that 10 of Cups. All right, please do temperance on the biggest challenge, is waiting for this healing and trying to fight our way free. What do you got for me? Okay, I'll take it. It fell. I don't know when, but it's the clover. That's luck. We've got luck, lightheartedness, untroubled, humor, happy coincidences, small joys, right place, right time. The parking spot angel. Okay. That's what you see. Remember when I told you we've got to wait for temperance because we don't know when the divine is going to be done mixing that up. Well, we're in luck. We got the clover. No more fears. That's easier said than done, I know. Okay. Let's do the present. 10 of Pentacles on the present. On the Page of Wands. I want that. In the present. I want that 10 of Pentacles. We've got stuck in the past. See? That. It'll be the Retriever stuff from the past coming up again. Stuck in the past. You got a Ghost, which is, what I have here? 6 of Cups reversed energy. Stuck in the past. Alright? Yep, that's present energy. We've got that ickiness from the past. We've got the meddler, and we've got this king coming in. Alright. We've got Queen of Swords on the path. Please tell us about this Queen of Swords on the King of Swords. Oh, Mercury energy. Okay, I'll take it. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. It's messenger, news, communication, commerce, thinking, friends, movement. Also, though, cunning, the trickster, but he's unbiased, neutral. That's the thing about information. It's unbiased. Now, the spin we put on it is not unbiased, okay? But the information is. Mercury, as the god Hermes, was the only entity in the universe given free reign to go across any borders, any boundaries. He could not be restrained, because even back then they knew that truth and information was vital to making good decisions. He was the only one allowed those boundaries. He comes with information that's non-biased. It's going to hurt or it's going to help. How you react to that is your business. Okay? That's in your path. Messages, news, communication, commerce, because Mercury also rules money. Not, how did I put this before? Tell me again. It doesn't rule what you do with it. It rules the free transfer of it. It's like the free flowingness of money. Commerce, business, stuff like that. The one thing I like about Mercury is that since he's unbiased, there's no right or wrong for him. So earning is the same as stealing for Mercury energy. Either way, you got it. You know? He's also the god of conmen, tricksters, and pickpockets. So maybe, now I'm not telling you, now, disclaimer, do not make life-changing decisions just on tarot. I am not telling you to go out and start thieving. Alright? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the free flow of abundance is ruled by Mercury, because the opportunity of money going back and forth is unbiased. What we do with it is our bias. That's where we go wrong sometimes. So let's get this last card. I hope this resonated. I hope it was useful. I hope it made sense. If it did and you'd like to leave me a tip, my Venmo, CashApp, and PayPal is all Arcadier46. I'd be thankful for anything. I appreciate you. So, can we get on the King of Cups? Bamboozled. Wah, wah. Illusion, 100. Bamboozled. Something is not what it seems. Now, this might seem like a negative card, but I always read things as as positive and negative. The bamboozlement here could have been ourselves. We bamboozled ourselves into thinking that none of this is for us. I can't I can't do this. I can't end this. I can't let these people go. I can't let this job go. I've got to stay the course. And that's the illusion. The illusion is that you cannot have this. But we decide that. Okay? Now, I will read it negatively also. There is King of Cups that might bring in a collaboration where there might be some hidden motivations in there that now you can look for because they're the card dropped here. Keeping, all this great stuff, all this good stuff is still possible. But so is, not everybody in your circle is going to be happy to see you win. Okay? So there might be, now this makes sense to me because I'm going to tell you the way I interpret this card is not the positivity of um, cooperation in the workplace that a lot of people do. The Three of Pentacles is one of the few cards in the deck that's a black background. And those I tend to read negatively. That's why I don't have a lot of reversals in my deck, because there's enough negativity to read the cards as they are. This one, to me, is Karen energy, because they're not cooperating. She's freaking complaining. Okay? They got the plans. Here's the worker. Wait, where are the plans? Oh, in her hands. Okay? She's got the contract in her hands. She looks pretty rich. This kid looks like the worker. And he's like, okay, I built your arch. And she's like, this isn't what I asked for. And these three people are arguing over what's going on here. This to me is a Karen. She's going to bitch about whatever you do. Okay? Now, because it was in rewards, I chose to read it in the positive way. But now that this illusion and bamboozle card dropped out on top of it, now I'm going to read it my way. This is somebody who is not your cheerleader. Okay? You're going to build something that's beautiful. Look at this archway. The work is gorgeous. All right? But there's darkness behind it, and there's this lady holding the plans, and this guy probably financed it, and they're like, what the hell is this? This is not what I asked for. And you're like, it's exactly what you asked for, and I built it to your specs. Okay? That could be something in your future. Now, being placed on the reward after death, I think the positivity here is that you're not going to take that bullshit now. Now that you know what you want. You want that Ten of Cups. You want that Ten of Pentacles. Maybe you want both of these kings. Hell yeah. Do you? And now, before, when you did not want to clear the path for yourself, you would not have seen this as a deterrent. You would have just taken it. All right, I'll do it over. I'll get back into the loop. I'll redo it. Back into the grind. I'll go back to work for somebody who doesn't appreciate what you're doing. Okay? Now you get to see it. That's an illusion. We choose to let that in our life. It's difficult to remove stuff like that. And we are being called to have the strength to pull those weeds so that our path can be clear. That's what I got. I appreciate you watching. Thanks, everybody, and I'll be back in a few days. Bye.